Yeah, so it started around 7 a.m. where the filing part of the body began. It started with the family, and the rest of the public have been invited to also file past it. It hasn't been easy for all those who have gone past the body or filed past the casket where Atsu lays. It's been very, very difficult. Almost everyone has been in tears, and as you can see, a lot of people here from the media throughout to every single person who is present here. And as you can see, it's not many people have arrived yet, but at least for the few who have arrived, yes, we are paying our respects to Christian Atsu. And it hasn't been that easy for all present here, but we just need to hold our guards and make sure that at least we respect the legendary status that Atsu left with us for the many good things that he did as a footballer and also as a philanthropist, saving each and every other person in the society. Yeah, it's been a very difficult morning for all of us, and especially for those who have filed past the body.
Yeah, it's been a very solemn morning, I think, for all of us. Many of us who didn't quite believe it, some weeks ago, the reality is now dawning on many of us. And as you can see, the way the family is mourning. Already I've seen officials from Atsu's club, Hattiesburg, here, and his wife has also just joined us. She just walked in a while ago. I can see footballers from Cheetah FC where Atsu played, also, just getting in there as well. And so it's a really solemn moment, very, very sad moment, really.
And as you can see, that is Cheetah FC. Well, the first club Atsu played for during his juvenile football. So it hasn't been very, very easy for them, but at least the players, knowing what Atsu managed to do for them, have done their best to be present here to pay their respects. And yeah, as you can see, the players not in a very good mood from Cheetah FC.
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I don't think they would be in a good mood. And also, given what Atsu did for the club, Cheetah FC, huge investments that he put in the club. And so, of course, many of them would not be, particularly in the best mood at this moment. It's a very sad occasion. I mean, I've had a front row seat of what Atsu has been able to do, especially with Cheetah FC, because back when Atsu was playing at Cheetah FC, I had an opportunity to meet him a few times, and just because of the relationship I have with Abdul Hayate. And I can tell you that, I mean, Hay has not had it easy. The players have not had it easy. And I mean, given how good he was for the club, and to see the kind of investments that Cheetah has been able to do. I mean, if you look at Cheetah's facility in Tenyabreku, is an incredible facility for a club that is in the lower tier of Ghana football. They've done really well for themselves, and a huge chunk of the praise has to go to Christian Atsu for what he has done. And so it's a huge loss. Not many people are going to have a really good day today, and maybe the weekend is not going to be good for many of them, but we just hope that as we pay our last respects, the family would be able to just console themselves, as well as other people who would also be here. And so that's just about it.
So the police band still giving us some song here. 31 years Christian Atsu has left the world from 1992 to 2023, and as you can see, the police band giving us some soothing music, some dirges as we continue to mourn Christian Atsu Chasam. And Yampofwankra, he was with the Black Stars. There were a couple of times he had an engagement with Christian Atsu. Yeah, very tough time for all of us in here. What would you remember about Atsu? And at this particular moment, how is the feeling like for you?
Well, it's very somber. It's a bit, surreal and numb, but we're here. And the only thing I can say is that one person was able to generate so much positivity. I mean, normally headlines are negative. The manner in which he died was negative, but after that, it's been very positive energy from Ghana, from ex-players, from abroad, from the football family. We also the tributes that were paid to him weeks ago in the EPL. La Liga, the Portuguese league, across. So in his death, I think he's left a legacy that, look, you can leave footprints and people can actually trace that, when he lived, however short it was, he was able to give his best. And look at the people who have turned up, as I said, from all over the world. His former school, they're here. All across Ghana, all across the world. So as we mourn, we can also take some consolation and pay tribute to the memories. And I think that's what it's all about. He's left a good, if not a great, legacy.
All right, so that is Ace broadcaster Jan Pofanka, and as you can see, Ahmadiyya Senior High School from Potson, that is for Christian Atsu's school during his senior high school days. And yes, I'm just in here as Christian Atsu's former school, and as you can see them, it's almost every single person or entity associated with Christian Atsu's life, his development right from Ghana here through to Europe, everyone present to make sure that he is perfectly respected before he is finally laid to rest.
Yeah, he deserves it, really. I mean, he deserves every form of respect, every form of honor that he gets. I mean, to play for the Black Stars is not easy. To play 65 times is even more difficult. To win the best player at an AFCON is even more difficult than playing 65 times. There are a few players who have played 65 times, but they never really made a name for themselves at any tournament. Atsu was able to do that. He won goal of the tournament at a competition. He played for clubs that many footballers in this country would envy. And so he deserves it. But, beyond all of the football and everything, he was particularly a good person. And I feel like it's the reason why there are many people here to lend their support, to just pay their last respects and make sure that Christian Atsu leaves with a lasting legacy. And so it's a very sad moment, but I mean, like I keep saying, we just need to particularly pay our respects to him. I mean, I don't know, but very soon we'll see the officials from Hatayspor, the club that Christian Atsu played for in Turkey. They are seated on our right hand side, and pretty soon we'll see them. The family also here in their numbers, and later today, I think that the remains of Christian Atsu will be sent to his hometown in Adan, where there'll be a few more funeral rites before the body is laid to rest. And so there's still quite a number of people here, and I mean, his wife has also come in, and I mean, pretty soon we'll hear from the children. But we're also hearing that by 9 a.m., I beg your pardon, the official service will begin, where the tributes will be read, and then we'll hear from his loved ones, we'll hear from the children, we'll hear from also his wife. And then, maybe Mubarak Wakaso as well, who was also one of his best friends, delivered a really touching tribute in the really touching tribute that we saw this morning. And so, I mean, I feel like all of it will come together by 9 a.m. today. But as you can see in your shots, officials from Hatayspor, the club that Christian Atsu played for in Turkey, already seated also here, and you can see politician Kofi Adams, who's also here as well. And so there's still quite a number of people who are coming in. It's still early in the morning, but I think that there'll be a lot more people who would come in as the day goes on. We're also expecting that the president comes in around 9 a.m. when the official service will begin. And so people are still gathering. The filing past is still ongoing. At the moment, Christian Atsu's former school, that's the T. Ahmadiyya School in Potting, the students from there are now beginning to file past Christian Atsu's body. And so everything is just going on quietly here. It's been a really quiet morning here. A lot of people in tears, a lot of people, particularly sad. A lot of mourning also going on. And, that's what we can report from this place.
Well, still at the forecourt of the State House here in Accra, and Christian Atsu finally goes home. Unfortunately, from 1992 to 2023, his existence on earth gave loads to be excited about. Just what you saw, officials from Turkey, from Hatayspor, Christian Atsu's former club, and as you can see just behind me, the chiefs, and then people from the traditional authority, and Cheetah FC, yes, Atsu's first club, football club, the juvenile club where Abdul Hayate, his first club manager, managed to raise him from the current players of the team going to foul past. And earlier, just about a few seconds ago, his former or his school alma mater, Ahmadiyya Senior High in Potton, also fouled past. Almost everyone who goes past the body comes back in tears or gets back from the body in tears. And as my colleague Yalfo Sulabi indicated, at 9 a.m. we expect the service, burial service to begin, and then all others will follow. It's a very tough moment for everyone present here. The police band still giving us some solemn tunes to accompany the filing pass of the body, and tears coming down the cheeks of Cheetah FC's staff and players. They cannot behold it. Very sad moment. Christian Atsu, 2015 AFCON player of the tournament. He's played for Newcastle United. He played for FC Porto. He played for Everton. A phenomenal figure in the Black Stars, a philanthropist, one socially adored by the entire nation. With the little he did, great magnitude it was for everyone. Very tough time here at the State House. It hasn't been cool. It hasn't been easy. It's tough, very tough moment. And so we have an official in here. Yes, an official from Turkey. So yeah. So we have an official from Turkey, right?
No. So I worked with Christian. I'm based in the UK, so I met him when he was 23, when he originally first came to London. Signed with Chelsea. And I started working with him on his commercial stuff and his charity work. So, yeah, it's a hard day.
Well, it's a hard day, and it's been very tough and very difficult for us. But we know with the great things that he did, he's touched the lives of many. And how will this impact on the many lives that he has impacted on?
So, I mean, it's devastating for everybody, obviously. But me personally, I'm going to try my hardest to keep his legacy alive. He was, as you know, he was building a school in Senya Bareku. So I've started a fundraising page, and I'm halfway through that, and Chelsea Football Club are helping us with an online auction this weekend to finish the remainder of it. So this is what we take the positive from this, like we make ourselves better people, like try and be more like him. But that's the only thing I can say. I mean, obviously it's devastating. I still can't believe it.
What will be your words to the entire world watching you on TV3, and especially to current footballers who are still actively playing?
My message to them: try and be more humble like Christian Atsu. Forget the egos of the football industry and just try and be a good person. That's all Christian wanted to be remembered for. That people wanted to remember him as a good person, and for sure he 100% achieved that. So.
Well, thank you so much. I know it's a very difficult time, and that is Maria. She worked with Christian Atsu for his charity works, especially when he started his football with Chelsea at the age of 23, and she's promised to continue to make sure that the good works of Christian Atsu will continue to exist, and that legacy would continue to live. Politician Kofi Adams, yes, he's here to also mourn Christian Atsu. Sir, it's been a very tough morning. How is the feeling like, and what would you have to say about Christian Atsu?
Well, the little I know of the young chap is that he's been one disciplined person in the field of play and off the field. So hardly like we hear of some footballers who have reached his level, generate controversy. You will not hear any controversy around him beyond his performance. If there is anything to be said about Atsu, then it is when he plays well. Beyond that, you will not hear him involved in any like player agitations or what have you. So he was really disciplined. And I love that about him. So when this incident happened, all of us were wishing that he will be found alive. And so when we heard that Atsu has been found and he is in a hospital yet to be located, we were all happy for it, only for the news to turn again. And today we are here seeing his lifeless body laying in state. So there's not much to do again other than to give thanks to God for giving him to us and for what he's done for our country, his family, and every other person that he brought joy to his home, either by helping directly or through the skills that he exhibited on the field of play.
All right, thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate your time. So that is politician Kofi Adams, also present here, and he had an encounter with Christian Atsu, just like you heard of him, very respectable figure. So this morning, the filing pass continues, and at exactly 9 a.m., the burial service will begin, and we are present here at the forecourt of the State House as Christian Atsu finally goes home.